everybody, happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are having a really incredible weekend. We are barreling towards the end of the year, and wow, what a year it's been. I know there's been a lot coming and going on this channel, and we will do kind of a bit of a recap of some of the big news stories over on the main channel at the end of the year. And I would love to know what some of your biggest stories have been this year. We also are going to be doing our usual what we made video that we do every year, explaining where money has come from and where it's going to. But one of the things I want to talk about today, because it's not that last video of the year, is to talk to you about the question of smart meters. As you may or may not know, I've not been diagnosed, but it's becoming pretty apparent that I probably have some kind of ADHD, because I get super focused on one thing and then I forget everything else. And my new kind of fascination is smart home stuff. I've been really super interested in it for a long time. But this week we were filming some prep work for a video that I'm going to do a tutorial on how to integrate, some of your electrical consumption items in your home with Home Assistant, and how to monitor it and all of that good stuff. And it got me thinking. So currently I've set up my Home Assistant integration so I can monitor how much power is going into and out of my Ford F-150. Just by looking at the data, I can record the power going into the truck. I can record the power coming out of the truck. I record that locally so it doesn't have to go off to the internet and sit in a server somewhere as data that could later be exploited by someone. No, this is all local. I record how much power goes into the electric cars that we charge up here. And hint, the camera is currently standing on M's new car. If you've been watching, you'll know that M, our camera person, our director of photography, had some car issues with their Chevrolet Volt with a V, and there is a video coming over the holiday period explaining what happens next. Suffice to say, they no longer have a Volt, and I think it's a good reason that they no longer have said car. But it's a car that I have to charge up. Let's leave it at that. It's plugged in and it's charging. It's finished charging, so that's cool. But anyway, I have set up my home so I can record all of that information. But of course, the basic, kind of the most simple way of monitoring all your stuff is to have a smart meter installed in your home. One that records the power going in, one that records the power going out, one that leaves a real-time data trail for you to follow, either after the event, or if you've got a really fancy smart meter, allows you to actually look and say, hey, how much power am I using right now? And I'm curious as if you have anything like that in your home, because there are kind of two trains of thought, right? Some people go, smart meters are great because they enable me to have a tangible, quantifiable connection with the electricity that I'm consuming, allow me to figure out what uses a lot of power and what doesn't, and allow me to make choices that makes my energy bill smaller and reduces our emissions. Or the other side of that is, I don't want another piece of equipment capturing data about me that someone can use for nefarious purposes. That's kind of the flip side of that. And I'm curious as to where you sit on that front. Obviously, I sit in the give me all the data, as long as I own the data and I use the data in my own way, I'm happy. But on the other side, I know that smart meters can be used inappropriately by companies that install them through utility companies. I know that there are also data leaks to worry about. So I'm curious as to where you sit on that debate. Do you have one? Would you consider getting one? Maybe you're like my mum. My mum has something in the kitchen of her house on the farm in the UK where I grew up. And it sits there and it plugs into the wall and it monitors how much electricity she uses in real time. That's great if you are a nerd, but if you are someone who doesn't have a lot of money or doesn't understand the connection between the amount of money being displayed or maybe the amount of electricity being displayed and how that translates to money, it can cause you to worry more. I know for my mum, at least, she looks at the display and if there's a high number on there, she panics because a high number means paying lots of money, right? So I know not everybody likes smart meter technology. I know not everybody thinks of it as a positive, but I would love to know your thoughts. Maybe you have a smart meter. I know in Europe you can get smart meters that integrate with your chosen utility company. So if there's lots of green electricity being used, it works with your charging station to actually allow your car to charge when there's excess grid energy being produced, and then turns it off when dirtier fossil fuel-based generation methods are being used. That's something I've done here to some extent. I've toyed with a little bit for the EVs that are not the truck. For the truck, I tend to keep that charged at like 85-90% in the winter, because you never know when the power's going to go out, and that obviously provides power to the house. And by the way, it now does. My wife has been away on a work trip this week, and so I've been quote unquote dicking with the power supply. Basically, I've been turning off the grid to see if the truck would kick in, and it's kicked in twice now, parked where it currently is. So yay! I was able to do carpet cleaning and vacuuming yesterday on that. Person with a drone is up and about again. It's becoming a bit of a thing. They fly it. Every time I'm out here filming, they get their freaking drone out. Anyway, I might have to have a word with them. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on smart grid technology. Do you have it? Do you not have it? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Can it be misused? Would you like to see better regulation about where the data goes and who uses it and who has access to it? Do you think that smart grid technology should be changed so that most of the data stays within your home and only important information is set out to the power company, like, I used this much electricity today, please charge my bill? Or do you think that we need to have like a two-way flow of data unimpeded between anybody who wants to access and use it to make your life better and the world cleaner, greener, safer, smarter and more equitable? Let me know below. Thanks for joining me today, and if you've got thoughts, make sure you leave them below in our Discord chat room, or you can reach out to us on Mastodon. Thanks to the amazing lists of people scrolling by on your screen right now. They are some of the more than 1,500 people who help fund this channel through Patreon and YouTube. They cover our bills, pay our team, and make sure that we as a channel can remain 100% independent. If you'd like to join them and see your name listed here, just go ahead and follow the links below. There's a range of different tiers you can sign up for, from as little as $1 a month, or if you pay every year, just under $11. A huge welcome to our newest supporters. They are Patreon user 1124, Gordon Smith, Alan Williams, Tim Nicholas, Jalia Hallett, and Nathan Plowman. If you'd like to support us with a one-off donation, you'll find links below to make Ko-fi and Bitcoin donations, and we even have a good old-fashioned PO box you can reach us at. The address is linked to below. And if you're in need of some swag, you'll find our swag store in the down below as well. We've got some great content coming up, so make sure you're subscribed on PeerTube or YouTube. Again, links below, and we hope to see you again soon. We make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want more, the mighty algorithm thinks you will enjoy this video, but we here at the channel also think that this one is well worth a look. Thanks for watching, see you soon, and as always, keep evolving!